Wow, I ain't done this in a minute. This is crazy. Anyways, Ian, I definitely want to thank you first and foremost
Thank you
for,
for having me.
yeah, man, for coming on. I think it's dope, especially because I don't know, I don't think we've had a pop singer yet.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah, so you are
Man.
first pop singer. Yep. And see, I like to just be real, so I'm just gonna be like, and you are first. Are you Filipino?
Yes.
Yeah, you are first Filipino.
Let's
Hey.
go.
So that's
First
dope
try.
too. That's
First
dope
try.
too. But really quick, you know what I like to do, y'all. You know, I always ask the artist who they are, but I always go a little deep into it. So I like to ask, who are you, artistically,
Tough questions.
characteristically, and
Another tough question.
spiritually.
Ooh.
So who are you musically or artistically, I should say?
Ooh. How do you even answer that? Who am I artistically? Um, I am just a cool simp. Let's just put it that way. I love making love songs. I think it's a Filipino thing. We just love making love songs. But at the same time, just wanna rock it at the same
Yeah,
time.
I know your girl loves the simp side.
I don't know. I gotta ask her. I think sometimes I give it a little too much, but
Okay.
it just depends on the mood.
I feel like you kind of answered the who are you characteristically a little bit in that too, but you can elaborate on the
Characteristically,
characteristics.
I don't know. Some might say charming, but a lot might say obnoxious. But it
I
just
get that too.
it just really depends on who you are. I like talking to people. One of the reasons why I became an artist is just because I like attention.
Man,
I hate to say that, but
it's
I just like
okay.
attention.
That's one reason why I
Like this
host this
shirt.
show. Hey,
Like this, look at this shirt. Goodwill. Shout out Goodwill.
this is like the best thing ever.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for this.
Like the
I was
light.
waiting. In my head. I was like, what am I gonna say? How am I gonna say it? We're
It's,
here now.
man, hey, and the energy good.
Yeah, it's because of this shirt. Shout out Goodwill again.
Okay, so good characteristically. Now, spiritually, who is Ian?
Whew. What's a good answer for that? Spiritually, spiritually, spiritually been broken. Spiritually
Man.
been healed. Spiritually can
Man.
barely speak English. It's the Filipino in me again. And I don't know. That's a good question. And spiritually, I don't know. I've been through hella back, so it's just like a lot of things going in my mind.
Yeah, no. I
But
definitely understand.
spiritually happy. Most of the time, I'm happy. I'm a happy guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like those negative vibes. If you have a negative vibe, most of the time I just ignore you.
Yeah.
It's a waste of my time.
Yeah, keep it pushing.
Yeah, keep it pushing. It's whatever.
Hey,
Just
but everybody,
smile.
but everybody can have a negative vibe at times.
At times, yeah. I
I
feel
could be
that.
negative sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm working on it though.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you're working on it, you're moving forward,
Exactly.
you're progressing. That's all
Yeah.
that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Okay, good. And so we kind of already said you're from the Philippines. So
Shout out Manila.
So you said, I just want to know, like, have you always been able? I don't want to. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but have you always been able to speak English?
No.
Okay.
So, backstory. So, I was born in the Philippines and I lived there for 8 years.
Okay.
Well, technically 7 because I turned 8 here. But I didn't know any English. If there was any English that I knew, it's always from movies.
Yeah.
So I came in here. I knew a little bit of English. The craziest thing was when I went to 2nd grade, there was this girl. She had beads in her hair. And the first English sentence I ever said was, "I like your hair." That was the first. I've never seen that before. That was so cool. But I learned English here. Learned English from music. A lot of it from music. I got a lot in trouble from learning bad words from music. Shout out Outkast, Andre 3000.
I heard those are the first words you learn trying to learn
Yeah.
English. It's like the bad words.
Yeah.
And that's the same way from like English learning other
Yeah,
languages.
exactly.
Like I ain't gonna say it, but
I just remember I was back in 2nd grade. I had a very thick accent.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do still. It just
I can
comes
hear
and
it a
goes,
little bit.
But back then, I remember saying beach. I was going to the beach. I was singing some song. I forgot what song it was. But somebody ratted me out saying I was saying the B word. I was like, what's the B word? I said it was going to the beach. But things like that, it's weird. Growing up, it's just like that was funny.
Yeah.
But then, like, you also think, it's like, dang, you like.
I was really over here saying beach.
Yeah, I was like, dang, I really got my ass whooped. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, you good.
Okay.
No, yeah, we say all types of words on here. You all good.
Yeah, I was getting my ass whooped by my parents. Like, you saying a bad word? I was like, I said I was going to the beach.
I'm learning English, Dad.
I'm learning English, Dad. Mom, please. So it's a very unique, experience growing up, coming from another country.
Absolutely.
So, but I feel like at the same time, it's just like it makes you appreciate like where you're coming from more.
Absolutely.
And how you experience things in the US.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
It's a good.
I mean, even for us, I feel like everybody in the US has to travel and see other countries because then it makes you appreciate us here in the US, our freedom and everything that we have access to.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean? A lot of access.
Man.
A lot of stuff.
And you wouldn't know that if you don't travel.
A lot of stuff, man.
Get your passports.
Get your passport. Get your visa, man. Get that green card.
Right. So you said, though, that like you learned English watching a lot of movies. Can you remember the first?
Bad Boys 2. Will Smith, Martin Lawrence. Woo! Yo, I was in second grade and we were doing math. It was quiet time.
Shout out Will
Miss Connor.
Smith.
Shout out Will Smith. But I remember there was a scene in Bad Boys. They were doing a chase, and then Will Smith just went, "Damn." And so I was in second grade, and it was quiet time, and I remember just that scene came in my head. And I was doing math, and I was just like, "Damn!" And everybody in the class went, "Ian said a bad word." I was like, "Oh, that's a bad word." Damn. And that's, man.
Could you imagine, can y'all imagine being in a classroom with everybody speaking Filipino and then one dude just like, damn.
Oh, man.
I could, that shit would be so funny.
Oh, it's really funny. I thought it was funny then. As soon as I did it, everybody just went
laughing,
gasping.
Okay.
It was just like, Ian just said a bad word, Mrs. Connor. I was like, I didn't even know it was a bad word, but I'm glad I said it.
Right.
It is.
You learning. It's all good.
I'm learning. You know, shout out Will Smith.
Well, good. I'm glad that a little bit more about you so everybody can kind of get to know you. But now let's get into what you do. Okay. So Ian is an engineer, and I got a lot of notes here on my, you know what I mean? So Ian is an engineer, a producer, and a pop singer, right?
Yes.
What did you start with first?
Started as a musician, a pop singer, basically.
So you started singing first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been singing my entire life.
Okay.
It's, my mom's a great singer. My dad is a great dancer.
Yeah. Why you laugh?
Great dancer. I love my dad.
Okay.
Let's just say that.
Okay.
But,
shout out his pops.
Shout out dad. Shout out mom. But yeah, I've always been, it's just, I think part of the Filipino culture too is just, we love singing. We love dancing.
Yeah.
We love doing having a good time. And then just growing up, I was always listening to R&B and pop.
Yeah.
A little bit of Linkin Park here and there.
Okay. Linkin Park.
Don't tell nobody that.
Okay.
But, it was fun. And just, I went to high school, did show choir.
Okay.
And I was like, man, show choir. And then I just really, being on stage, it was like, I don't know, it was addicting.
So when did you know that you could sing though? Like sing?
I don't even know if I can sing now. I'm
He can sing, y'all.
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
You can sing.
Sometimes I be singing, I was like, ooh. I would say, I can't touch that. I would say probably like 7th or 8th grade.
Okay.
I joined the middle school choir, and I was singing, and I was during that time, if you're a guy, you're a baritone, no matter what.
Right.
And I was singing, I was like singing the low notes, and I was like, I'm just gonna sing it higher octave up than my teacher.
The baritone is low notes, y'all.
Yeah.
Like
it's like basically bass, baritone.
Marvin Gaye.
Yeah. But I remember just started singing up, and then the teacher was like, "Yo, you can sing on pitch."
Yeah.
And so just from there, and then 8th grade. By the time 8th grade came about, I just I was like getting really comfortable, just like singing a lot. Because before then I was singing, but I didn't have any training.
Right.
And I just thought I was bad.
Yeah.
Now I was like, I'm not like, man, I suck at singing. I'm never gonna sing again.
Yeah.
But I just sang for fun. And then, by that time, they were talking about like, yo, you should actually like
do this for real.
Do this for real.
Yeah.
So going to 8th grade into high school, that's when it really started because I did show choir, and that was a lot of practice and training.
Yeah.
So not only we were practicing like how to sing better, we were practicing how to dance while singing.
Okay.
Oh, it was intense.
Yeah. That gets you ready though.
Oh yeah.
Like-
Shout out Miss Noel.
Man, dancing and singing like real cardio.
Oh, real cardio. In the lights too. Imagine this light, but like 500 of them.
Right.
And it's hot as hell.
Hot, man.
It was really hot. And then we were wearing like a 3-piece suit too. And
So you was really,
we were
you lost a couple pounds that year, huh?
couple hundred.
Okay. So what got you into engineering and producing?
It's just, I think it just goes hand in hand with being an artist.
Absolutely.
Especially nowadays. It's not like back then, you're an artist and then you just got to try your luck and get into a studio where there's an engineer and, a producer in there. Next thing you know, you make a song.
Man.
Nowadays, you can do whatever. Like, I can do whatever. So like, I got into engineering just because I wanted to be more proficient in making music.
Yeah.
It's always been about music. So I went to Crass. Shout out Crass.
Shout out Crass.
And then just learn the ways of being an engineer. And then, I remember just every time I go home, I would like everything that I learned, I would use it to my advantage.
Yeah.
And then being a producer too, I was like, man, I can spend a lot of money, buying beats, or I could learn how to
my own beats.
Make my own. So
not have to give y'all no money.
Yeah, exactly. And then, that was just, I feel like just learning how to do those things will only attract the right people.
Absolutely.
So
networking and all different types of stuff.
Yeah. So, and it's fun too. Engineering is kind of fun. Producing is, it's a pain in the butt.
Why?
It's a pain in the butt just because I read this thing where like you just feel like your own music sucks just because your taste is better.
I hear what you're saying.
Let's say like I love listening to like Bruno Mars and Silk Sonic.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. Silk Sonic, drop your album, please. Anyways, those type of music, and just like you make your own music, you want to make something that catches the same feeling.
Absolutely.
Like so,
yeah.
It sometimes it can be a pain in the butt.
So
but
basically, like you being a producer, you critique your stuff way harder.
Yeah, a lot way harder.
Yeah.
Because you're like in the middle of it all.
Absolutely.
So, but once you hit that spot and you just like everything's like just building on top of each other, and you just feel the beat like kind of forming itself. That's when it's like. It's really rewarding.
Yeah, rewarding. Yeah, for
and then
sure.
You're like, now I got to write to it. And you're back at the bottom.
She's like, I did this all myself, though.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people can't say that.
Yeah.
So we moved on a little bit, and I kind of want to bring it back a little bit. Okay. So we were born in the Philippines. We grew up in the Philippines till we were 8, and then we moved to
Arizona.
I thought it was
Indiana. My bad. So after the Philippines, we moved to Indiana.
And was that your parents wanted to move to Indiana? Was there like a big reason?
Yeah, it's always it's the American dream. So my mom was a nurse.
Oh, shout out
my mom.
Yeah,
especially during this COVID times,
man.
I don't know.
I've been around. So I'm a diabetic, so I've been around nurses.
Man, they do it all.
Shout out to y'all because you really saved my life so many times. My cousin Niche, thank you, baby.
You know how much money we saved going to the doctor's appointment just because she was a nurse?
Man, I could only imagine.
You just need some Robitussin. That's what you need. Every single everybody hates Chris. Like, Mama, I fell out. Oh, you just need some Robitussin. That's what you need.
the natural remedies and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, so she got a job as a nurse in Indiana. And then, that opened to a lot of opportunities because, that was like always the dream of theirs, is go to the U.S. and just, try to make a better life for
you guys.
For us, me and my 2 little sisters.
Okay.
So,
are you the oldest?
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
maybe fortunately, I don't know.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
It's fortunate, but unfortunate.
Yeah. There's some pros and cons in there.
Absolutely. I love y'all. I love my siblings, okay? Shout out y'all, but...
Shout out May, shout out Ina.
Hey!
Yeah.
Okay, so we moved to Indiana, and then did... what's the school's name?
Crass.
Did Crass make you move to Arizona?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
how did you hear about Crass?
I think it was just like a random like website.
Okay.
I think my mom was like, "Yo, there's this thing called Crass.
Wow. So your mom support?
My mom, It's the funniest thing. Like when I told, because I was supposed to be a nurse too.
Okay.
I was supposed to be
I think you
somewhere
would have
that-
been a great nurse.
Uh,
I think you would have made all your
I
patients
know they be doing
laugh.
some stuff. I feel like I'll be squirming. I'm like, ooh, I don't know how y'all do it,
Right,
but
right.
you guys are heroes. But I remember before high school ended, we were looking into what I could major in, and I remember we tried nursing, we tried dental hygienist, and I remember it's like, Mom, I really want to do music, you know. So
Yeah.
at first they were like, man, you could be a music therapist. So they were trying to get me still in the
medical field, yeah.
But they just realized like this is what I want to do.
That's what you wanna do.
So they're just like, we'll just support you. So
That is such a blessing.
yeah, the best parents ever.
Man, to
They're
have
great.
that type of support, like do what you love.
Yes, exactly.
I'm not trying to put, obviously they, this is what we did. So, maybe you could do this. But, once you feel like, I know what I want to do, your parents just to be like, well.
Yeah, it takes some time. And it's not like, there was never a time where they were like, man, we're ashamed of you. They were just like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah.
And I kept saying yes. They're like, okay.
Like, go ahead. Yeah, I'm going to do
We'll
it.
support you.
Right.
So
That's
they're
dope.
best.
Okay.
Shout out Mom and Dad.
Yeah. So your mom brought up the school. She showed you this. That's so crazy.
Yeah, and I look into it. I was like, man, this shit legit.
Yeah.
This shit. And then like the whole internship thing and like I remember being there and I just remember like there were times where I felt like, oh man, I got to do homework. But most of the time I was just having fun.
Yeah.
And it was really fun. And that I feel like while I was there, I really just like learned to find myself even more.
Yeah.
As a person and as an artist.
Absolutely. You moved to Arizona by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, that's major. I think though that's big though. Like being able to move to another state without your family is huge because you don't have that security blanket. Or like, you know what I mean? Like if something go wrong, I can't go to my mom's house.
Yeah.
I got to figure it out.
Yeah.
But that makes you grow though as a person though. That makes you like, well, I can handle whatever get thrown at me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's crazy too because like my culture is like very family based.
Yeah.
And
so absolutely.
Even if we like tried not to, we'll be all up in your business. Like my mom just be texting me. She's like, what you doing right now? I'm like, I'm a class. I'll text you later.
See, that's the type of stuff you want though.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like you can succeed without having your family around you like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Or,
I used to have that mentality. I was like, man, I can't wait to get away from my family.
I swear, that's all of us.
It's always, the teenager stuff.
Yeah.
But once you really grow up, you really learn.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be where you are without your family.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so.
That's just like, as a kid, I used to give my mom the hardest time. But, you know what I mean? Now that I'm older, it's kind of like, man, I can't do nothing but respect the woman.
Exactly.
Shout out to you, Jackie. You I love.
Woo! Whole name and everything.
Okay, so we went to Arizona. We did the school thing. How long were you in Arizona for?
It's like a year.
Okay.
And basically, supposed to be 8 months, but then, during that whole COVID thing, everything got put to a pause.
Man, COVID's been a bitch, man. I'm so ready for it to be over. It's not going to ever be over, but I'm just like, can we get to a point where it's okay? Like, we're
we can
good.
get all political about it.
Right.
Which is weird.
Right.
I'm putting it in camera. It's weird that we're getting political about something that's completely not political. Like, it's a disease.
Right.
It's
a virus.
A virus. My bad. But like,
it's
weird.
I had to correct you, Lloyd, because we be having people that like they be so keyed into the wrong words we say and stuff. I'm like, man, let me hold up. It's not a disease, okay? It's a virus.
It's a virus. It's a COVID-19. I don't know. It's just during that time was really weird because like even though like I missed like going out, doing fun things during that time. I'm not gonna say what I'd be doing, but but like it's just I feel like that made me like focus more
absolutely
on like what I needed to do.
Absolutely. When COVID hit for me, it was a lot. When COVID hit, there was so many things I was going through that it was kind of like it was a blessing to happen because I had to sit with myself. I sat with myself for a long time, but it made me have to reevaluate who I am.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was like, damn, we're going through this virus, but it was like, damn, I'm really thankful for it though.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I felt. That's how I felt too.
I'm like you said, you get to sit with yourself, you get to reevaluate. you couldn't go nowhere. So it was
We were
kind of like,
stuck.
yeah. So it's kind of like, well, let me figure out what I need to do as a person to get where I need to be.
Yeah.
Sit, like you said, spend that time without having any other outside distractions.
Just sit by yourself
Yeah.
in a room,
Yeah.
stare at the wall.
Yeah.
I would literally do that sometimes. I would just stare at the wall, just like thinking to myself, like, man,
Man,
what am I doing?
hey, look, the internet became so, like, the COVID was needed for the internet because everything became so big. TikTok, Amazon. Hey, just to let y'all know,
Nike.com,
Amazon, sneakerhead,
StockX.com.
sneakerhead.
You know what I'm saying?
Amazon surpassed Walmart. Ain't that crazy?
It is, but I feel like that was
gonna happen.
That was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Bro. Jeff Bezos, bro, that man going for world
Right.
domination right now.
Right.
So
Okay.
that's hard work right there.
So we are here for 8 months, or how long were you here for?
Basically, probably 11 months.
11 months, and
because
then
due to that pause of the COVID thing.
Right.
So
And then we moved to
California,
Cali.
LA.
Hey. So tell me how that transition was. How was that transition from Arizona to LA?
Not gonna lie, it was tough at first, just because I went from Indiana, which is very, very what's the word? Very calm.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of things
Slow.
to do. Slow.
Yeah.
We went to Walmart at 2 a.m. for fun. That was our fun back then. And boy, did we get into some fun.
Right.
But I went to Arizona and everything. At the time, I was like, man, Arizona's so there's so many things to do.
But it's so crazy because keep going, because I'm just saying, because Arizona's slow too compared to LA.
Compared to LA, but compared to Indiana,
Right.
I was kind of wilded.
Right.
The first time I came here, but
Right.
and then you go to LA and it's just like,
Yeah. Fast life.
everything's happening.
Yeah.
And just it took me a minute. It took me a minute just because traffic.
Oh my God.
I don't know. We need more roads.
I don't know how you drive down there?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I have no
no.
choice.
Oh,
I have no
no.
choice but to drive. It's to the point where I know when it's gonna be a traffic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you just
You're
gotta.
like, I'm not gonna leave the house at this time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I gotta prepare myself. There's like a 15-minute drive.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be like a 45
45
minute
minutes.
drive.
So was that the biggest transition? Was it traffic, or what was the
and
big?
just
I would the
I would
cost.
say the cost, the gas cost was awful.
Right.
It's not a bad or a good thing, but the people are very different too.
Yeah.
Just because it's an abundance of people trying to make it.
Yeah.
Per se.
Absolutely.
And I don't know. It's just they're friendly and not friendly at the
Yeah.
same time. It's
Kind
just
of fake. Could you say
kind of
fake?
fake, but at the same time,
Smiling your face.
Yeah, understandably so.
Yeah.
Just because you can't really trust nobody like that.
Well, that's period. That's anywhere though.
Yeah, anywhere, but
you can't trust nobody.
Yeah,
But yourself.
exactly.
You know what
and
I'm
your
saying?
girl, and your mom, and your dad, maybe your sisters. I don't know. They be on some such shit sometimes. I'm just kidding. But
Okay.
it's what it is.
Well, in LA though, I know you've been in studios here in Arizona. Have you seen anything crazy in any type of studios in Cali?
I don't even know if I'm allowed to say those stuff.
Yes,
Let's just say, I remember my first week of internship. I'm not gonna name drop, but I've never seen so many famous people in that short amount of time.
Yeah.
And it was weird because you're an intern, you're working at the studio, you got to be really professional about it.
Absolutely.
So there were times where I really had to be like, hey, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. And
Let me
I
get
just
your
freak
autograph.
out, and just freak out in the bathroom real quick and just come out. It's like, how you doing, sir? There were
You can't
times where
drop
it's
a
like that.
name? One artist you sing, a big art? Come on.
I don't know.
Just one. What artist you sing?
Oh, okay. I'll just do one.
Okay.
Because just for the record, every single person I've met, they've been really nice.
Yeah, that's dope.
They've been really nice.
Yeah.
We talking about earlier. I was like, you got that Miguel vibes.
Yeah. You saw Miguel?
Miguel was so
Oh
nice.
my God.
So
That's
what a
dope.
pretty man too.
He beautiful.
He beautiful. He
Oh
smiled
my
at me. I was
God.
like, man,
That's so dope. You so confident in your manhood that you can call another man
Yo.
beautiful. That's dope.
man.
That's
look,
dope.
Listen, if a man is pretty, another pretty man, Bruno
Yeah,
Mars,
yeah,
Anderson .Paak.
Yeah.
yo,
Miguel is beautiful though. That's a
Miguel.
beautiful man right there.
Woo.
Okay, so that's dope. See, and I think that's the difference between being in Arizona and being in LA. You're not gonna see Miguel in the studio here in Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're gonna see those type of artists there in Cali.
It's
And
a normal thing too.
See, but that's
It's
kind of
like,
why we made the show, though,
oh, yeah,
because
for
we
sure.
gotta get it. We gotta expand and get people to see that like we can get those artists here.
Yo,
Like, we need
Arizona is kind of popping.
That's what I'm saying.
Not gonna lie, bro.
But
And
nobody knows that. There's not enough
Not yet.
platform. Exactly.
Not yet.
Exactly.
so once we get popping, bro, you guys gonna be
That's it,
mad
huh?
selective. Like you can't come to the show. Whack.
Okay. So, I guess my next question would be is where do you feel your strongest area is? Producing, engineering, or singing?
I would say singing.
Yeah.
Singing and writing. I love writing.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, your lyrics though, like you said, you write some good stuff.
Thank you. It's just that's the first thing I ever learned how to do.
Right.
So, I would love to produce more if I had more talent.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But it's like I'm not the type of artist to be like I only produce my own songs. If there's a producer out there that will show me his stuff and it's like banging,
Right.
I'm like, yo, I'm working with you.
Yeah.
You
You
know?
could produce me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the shit.
But you got to outproduce you though.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Tell me if there's any cool projects that you've been a part of yet since being out in Cali. Has there been any?
There's been some times where I couldn't believe I was in the studio.
Yeah.
Now, this I definitely cannot say.
Okay. All right.
Let's just say like there's been some times where and also just being in that presence.
Yeah.
The whole project. It's just like, you just really think about how blessed you are to be in that position.
Man.
So it was wild. It was wild.
I feel like those type of moments make you feel like, man, I got to keep doing this.
Yeah, it motivates you,
Absolutely.
Like
absolutely.
those type of I remember coming home from those days, just going straight to my laptop and just making music.
Yeah.
Just to get that motivation, because all that motivation and all that adrenaline on you
Yeah.
is just really in there. And I think what people or artists need to realize that you don't really need to be in California to make it big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially with nowadays, you can do anything you want whenever you want as long as you got the right equipment. It's not like
Yeah.
back then in the 60s, or I wouldn't even say the 60s. It's not even that long ago where you had to go to the studio to make music.
Yeah.
As soon as that laptop came in the game,
Yep.
Logic.
That internet stuff.
Yeah.
Internet's become so big.
Yeah.
I mean, you think of artists who are not really big, but because they get their song played on TikTok, they about to blow up.
They blew up just like that. TikTok
Exactly.
is a cheat code. It is definitely a cheat code. What's the one song that blew up because that Lil Nas X. That is the perfect example of TikTok.
What song? What song?
I got the horses in the bag.
Hey.
Or that. That's literally became famous because of TikTok. And now he's one of the more, he's doing this thing.
Yeah.
So, nowadays, you can, if you just, put some thought into it and just really work hard
Yeah.
and work smart.
Smart.
See,
I feel like that's the generation we're in right now. Is
Yeah,
we're
just gotta
working
work smart.
smarter,
Yeah.
not harder.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
So, you don't really need to be in anywhere specific to, make it in whatever career you're in.
Right.
It really is just it's your imagination, your creativity.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you
Yeah.
want. So
I mean, even your networking.
networking, right? Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But networking. Get out there, network, get on the internet, reach out. Okay.
DM them, bro.
DM them,
Yeah,
right?
you gotta
Don't be
DM.
scared. Hey, don't be scared to jump in the DMs.
Yeah, exactly. You slide into it.
Okay. So, I guess I want to ask too, how difficult was it finding a balance when you were in school? Were you working too? Because
I was working.
You were working full time
working.
in school, trying to make your music. How
Yep.
did you find that balance?
I don't even know if I found it yet.
Yeah.
Honestly, it just it's all about just making priorities.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
when I was doing school, my first priority obviously was school.
yeah.
But I also needed to make that money.
Money, yeah,
And then music thing is just I don't know. It was whenever I felt like it, I
Yeah.
would make music.
yeah.
And sometimes
When you had
that would be
time.
a good thing, that would be a bad thing.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I need to do homework. I was like, man,
Right,
but this is
right.
melody I'm thinking of right now. I'll
Right.
make a good song. So it really just, as long as I wouldn't say finding the balance, it's just finding a way to not prioritize the
I'm about to
wrong
say
things.
finding a good prioritizement.
Yeah,
Being able to prioritize.
I don't know. It was weird because just like it all worked out. It all
Y'all know
worked
what
out.
I'm trying to say.
Yeah. It really
okay?
just all worked out at the end. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not a big planner dude. I don't have,
Exactly.
I'm really just go with the flow type of guy. So.
Me too. But I was having that conversation even with my girls, like finding the work-life balance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's major because I do the same thing. I do, I work like 58 hours a week. I work a week, right? But then I coach on top of that.
Oof.
Right? So then I'm coaching. And then I'm here making it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's finding the balance, And I feel like when you find something that you love to do, like, I could be chilling and sleeping right now, but I love to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So I could be tired as hell.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm going to still get my ass together and be like, look.
You got to get the hair done.
Yeah,
get the makeup done. You got to do it. You just got to do it.
Exactly. Okay, so it's really just trying to prioritize things correctly. Yeah, I understand that. Let's say, and let me get them. I'm going to look at my questions. What are some goals and projects that we can expect from you by the end of the year? Let's go goals first. What are some of the biggest goals you have to complete or to accomplish by the end of this year?
Goals, personally, I just want to get better with my skill set, get better with my producing, get better with my singing, songwriting, engineering too.
Yeah.
And, just make more music.
Okay.
Wish I have more music. I don't know what to say after that. I just have more music.
More music.
I have more music.
When are we gonna drop it?
I'm playing by the ear. I don't know when the people want it, but Number One Girl, and Not Ready, they're gonna be in the EP that I'm working on.
Man,
it's already cooked.
That Number One Girl go. Like I'll bump that in my car.
Oh, you should hear. Okay, so the one I just performed, that's Without the Future. So in the recorded version, my boy Uriah is in it.
Okay.
He got pipes.
Okay.
So listen to that song and it's just, whoo, it's really good.
Yeah.
He really delivered. I feel like he did it better than me on that verse. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, it's so good.
Yeah. You're like, let me get back in there real quick.
Let me rewrite my verse. I'm like, oh, I can't. He already did it. So,
right.
But yeah.
Okay, and then so you kind of already gave us your projects towards the end of the year. You said your EP. Are we dropping that before the year's up, or?
How I'm, it depends on how I'm feeling.
Okay.
Most likely this year.
Okay.
Probably sooner than later.
What is the? I guess the question is, what is the feeling behind the EP, or what was the motivation behind the EP?
Like I said in the beginning, man, I'm a cool simp.
Yeah.
So it's just
it's okay to put it out there.
Yeah, it was just me just basically pouring my I want to say current emotions.
Yeah.
But just like all the emotions I felt during my love life.
Okay.
Number one Girl is very positive. Like I wanted to make that song just because I just wanted to make a song where any guy can just like sing it to their girl.
Yeah.
Just have like a very like just like lovey-dovey type of song.
Yeah.
And then Not Ready was just like that came from a place where I was in a relationship where I'm just like, man, this is
hard place.
It was a hard place.
That's I love sad music. I'm a sad I just feel like I just feel like I'm very big on like the music I hear. Like I want emotion.
Yeah.
Like I want to feel it, and I want to feel like, damn, you singing my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so, I feel like that's a lot of women.
Yeah.
And women want.
Wait, what?
That's men. Okay, that's men too.
Yeah.
More so women though. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
Yeah. So I think that's the best type of music you can make, with all your feelings and.
I just want to, I just feel like the best type of music. It doesn't have to be necessarily sad.
Yeah,
but something you can relate to.
Yeah.
Like
real life situations.
Yeah. And
now, don't get me wrong. I like the little bumpers that
those should be bumping, bro.
Yeah.
The right situation. But I'll be working out, dog. I'll be, man. I'll be listening to all that stuff. But yeah,
So the projects we can expect by the end of the year will be the EP that you may drop at the end of the year, which we're hoping for.
Probably like 80% made.
How many songs would be on the EP?
4, just 4 for now.
Okay, that's cool.
For now.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Then you leave people wanting more.
Yeah, exactly. You just want to see how people react to
Absolutely. So. Okay, so seeing how you lived in Phoenix and LA, how would you compare the support system?
In here, in Phoenix, is definitely more like, this is no bashing on LA too. It's just like in here, it's a lot more supportive.
Yeah, you think so?
And in LA, it's more
battling.
Not battling. It's a lot more constructual criticism.
Okay.
Which is always good because you want to always work on your weaknesses.
Right. You always want to get better.
Yeah. So that's the only difference. But, I feel like at the end of the day, it's always come from the goodness of their hearts. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. So that's the one thing. It's like here, it's just like, oh, man, that's just dope. And then there, it's just like, okay, this is a good song. Here's what I think you should work on.
Yeah.
Like, all right. Well, I wasn't expecting this, but they can take my paper.
Well, shit, maybe that's pros and cons, I guess. You weighed out your pros and cons.
Yeah, but to me, like, I always just like, I always take those notes into consideration. I'm not the type to be like, man, fuck that.
Right. Right. My shit's good. Yeah.
I'm not really like, I always want to get better.
Better. Absolutely.
So, I always feel like those are helpful. No matter
Being coachable is major.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to my coaching shit.
Yeah.
Be coachable. Okay. All right. Well, good. And then, what about networking? Could you compare networking from here to LA? How's that different?
I was actually talking.
I think we already kind of touched on that a little bit.
Yeah, I was talking to one of my friends there. He's one of the engineers from the studio I worked at, and he said there's a lot of talk in LA.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Yo, let's meet up.
Okay.
Doesn't happen for like 6 months.
Okay.
Just because it doesn't happen right away doesn't mean it's not gonna happen.
Right.
But it's a lot of just and I kind of realized it too. It's just a lot of talking.
Yeah.
To do it,
yep.
And then it takes forever for anything
to happen. Yeah.
Compared to this, I think it was like a month or 2 ago where we even, played around the idea of me coming here.
Yeah.
And the only reason why it took even that long is just I just don't think the product was ready.
Okay.
But as soon as it was ready, I was like, "Yo, let's do it."
Let's do it.
And that happened in like a couple of I won't even say weeks, a couple of days, and now I'm here.
Yeah.
So it's just, I think it's just because LA is just very busy in that industry.
Yep.
So, people get sidetracked a lot.
Yeah.
I don't really think it's because...
You don't think it's because of ego?
I personally don't think it's because of ego.
Okay.
But it could be the case. It just really depends on the person.
Yeah.
But I just think, in Phoenix, we're it's in the name. It's Phoenix, we're rising.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I feel like in a couple of years...
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
That came right from my mind. Bars. But I feel like here it's like we're more willing to make it work as fast as we can just because, we're trying to make it happen.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, good. Great answer.
Yeah.
Let's see. If you could give advice to engineers, producer, artists, people trying to do all three, trying to make their craft a career, what is some advice you would give?
Like you said earlier, be coachable.
Man.
Just because, and there's a difference between being coachable and just telling people and people just telling you what to do.
Right.
Obviously look out for the ones that has,
the right intentions.
The right intentions and like they're legit.
Yeah.
So like, this is how I came up in music anyway. It's just, shout out to Daniel Luttrell. He coached me when I first started. I started in like 2019 doing this music thing, and he just helped me a lot when it comes to just like this is how you record.
Yeah.
When it comes especially to pop, but really in any music, but especially the pop is more in the feeling.
Yeah.
How you feeling? It's like an acting thing.
Yeah.
So he taught me how to do that. Taught me how to like produce better. And it's just like have a mentor.
Yeah,
but
that's
at the same
big.
time, don't cling on to them.
Yeah.
Really like take the time to just like learn and try to do your own thing.
Yeah.
And to always have an open mind.
I'll tell you right now, that mentor stuff is big.
It's very big. It's very big.
Surrounding yourself with people who are already went or been where you're trying to go.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it'll help you out too because they were like, don't do this.
Yeah.
Because I already done it.
I already did it.
Yeah.
I already did.
So
You know,
that's the main thing. It's just like, have an open mind.
Yeah.
And just like, just don't have an ego.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't have an ego like that.
And I think that comes with age, I feel like. And maybe not some people, but I feel like that comes with like, maybe not age, but even just like their growth mentality.
Yeah.
Like, because like you said, your ego, it's big ass ego, you know what I mean? But you got to realize that you don't know everything, and that's okay.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's okay to be imperfect. It's okay to, it's okay to grow, like I said, just grow.
Yeah.
Like, and like you said, people who already been there, they know better than you. But you don't think that.
You don't realize that.
Yeah,
bro.
you don't.
And it's the weirdest thing. Being an artist too, you'll meet a lot of people that have that big ego.
Man.
And it's
which you gotta have it. I feel like you gotta have an ego to be an artist.
Yeah.
But you also gotta be able to be like, man, you right.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, let me go ahead and do this. Let me make this better.
Ego and character.
Character.
That's the best thing too.
Man.
So,
character.
gotta have character, man.
God damn.
Gotta be entertaining at least,
Okay, well, good. What is something you think Phoenix could improve upon to be taken serious, in the music world?
Ooh, that's a good one. Let's just be blunt. One, let's start making better music.
Yeah.
I only know a couple of people here that makes really good music. One of them is in the building right now.
Yeah. Look, let me look to the right. Dom? Oh, he's not paying attention.
Only a few people.
That's
only a few
real.
people.
But I told Dom this before. Like, you don't like. Okay, I heard him. I had to be not forced. I don't want to say forced, but I had to be in an area where the music's being played to be like, ooh, damn, I need to tap in.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, word of mouth and like, go listen to him. Like, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as soon as I heard, I'm like, oh, wow, I've been asleep.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's dope. Dom's dope.
Dom is dope, man.
Man.
Dom is dope.
You're dope.
Great that collab. Thank you. But yeah, it's just one is that, and then I feel like the stigma of just you need to be in LA needs to stop. Because gosh, I was one of those people.
Shit.
Like, man,
LA, Atlanta. People feel like they gotta go to. I know so many artists trying to move to Atlanta.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you got a laptop, you got a mic right there. That's all you need. I mean, I get like the scene too, and just like meeting new people.
Yeah.
But when you make good music and you just like push it
do
out
what
the
you
right
do.
way,
Yeah.
the people will come.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be
and that's not even just music. I feel like a lot of people in Arizona, whether it be sports, whether it be whatever, they all try to get out of here.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, if you from here, put us on.
Exactly.
Stay here. Like, I know a lot of like athletes who like don't want to go to ASU. Like,
ASU is huge.
I'm just saying though, like, put us on.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you got the talent, you got the skill. Make your city, make us known.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
So I definitely get that.
It's just I feel like especially during these times, I feel like a lot of people are starting to realize like you can be anywhere and still make it in whatever you want to make
Absolutely.
it in,
Absolutely.
So once that thing comes, and then a lot of people from Arizona is gonna be like, oh shit. I mean, I guess LA's all over, it's like right there, but I can do it right here.
Absolutely. So let me I'm gonna ask this. I didn't really get I always make my artists play a game. And I didn't really get my game together today, but I'm gonna try and throw a little something together for y'all because that's the stamp that we make here at Music in the Cut. That's what we do. So let me just ask you, who's your favorite artist ever? Or what is one artist that you look up to, or that what's the word I'm trying to look for? Has an influence on your music?
I feel like you could guess it correctly.
Well, let's just say it. Let's just say it.
Actually, no. I want you to guess. I feel like you could guess.
I feel like it's Bruno Mars.
Isn't that obvious? Bruno Mars. Okay, Bruno Mars. It's a lot, but Bruno Mars, especially 24. Once the album 24 Karat Magic came out, which came out on my birthday, my senior year of high school. That was really when I was just like, damn. I want to make people feel like how I'm feeling listening to this music. Bruno Mars, definitely. Justin Timberlake, especially when he started.
Yeah.
Ooh, with Pharrell and them.
Yeah.
Ooh, Timbaland. It's just those type. Anderson .Paak. God.
Okay, so if I
So
ask
good.
you some questions about one artist, what artist do you feel like you could get the most answers correct about?
Probably Bruno Mars.
Okay, well then let's do it because I already got the facts
Oh
up.
God! Oh
Period.
no!
Period.
Oh no!
Okay.
Why did I do this? to
So
myself?
here we go. First, I'm just gonna ask you three. I'm just
Okay,
gonna ask you three.
okay.
Like I said, I didn't get really prepared, but I thought, man, let's just go ahead and do it.
All right.
For the questions, I didn't get really prepared for the game, but I got him right here. So Bruno Mars, what is his real name?
Peter Hernandez.
Hey!
Is it right?
Ding, 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 ding.
Nice. Let's
Hey,
go. That
that's
was
one for one.
right.
That's
Oh,
one for
dang.
one. Okay. Where is Bruno Mars from?
Hawaii. What part of Hawaii? I'm just gonna say Hawaii.
Hey, look, I'm gonna give it to him. Yee, okay.
I knew it was Hawaii. I just forgot where.
Okay. Ha! How
funny.
tall is Bruno Mars?
Shit, he's shorter than me. 5'4", 5'5".
5'5". Hey, this is a real fan here. This is a real
I'm 5'6",
fan.
damn it.
Well, good, man. I just want to say that I definitely enjoyed having you on. I
Thank you
feel
so
like
much for having me.
the best interviews are the interviews where like you interact with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was fun. This was
Because
really fun.
I'm a lot of energy. I'm a lot, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I need someone to match that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate trying to pull questions out of people. That's the worst shit ever.
Really?
But
Has that happened before?
no, it has.
I'm
It
gonna
has.
read an interview now. Who was your word? I'm just kidding.
Hell no. We're not doing that. Cut. No,
Oh,
but
man.
I definitely, like I said, it's been a great interview.
Thank you so much.
It's been a minute since we've put something out yet, but I think coming back with him, it's been dope. And it was a great way to get back into it. This shit like riding a bike. I love it.
Ooh. Did you ever ride a bike with training wheels the first time you started?
No, I've been a G my whole life.
Same. Bro, I got on that shit, bro. I remember my dad drove. He was like, what the fuck he doing? I was like, I'm riding a
Riding
bike, G.
yeah.
What you doing?
Look, we don't need no training wheels around
training
here.
wheels around.
Nah, but thank you for coming on, Ian.
Thank
I
you so
definitely
much for having
appreciate
me.
you. You're very talented.
Thank you.
Shout out your Instagram. Shout out where people can find your music. When people can find your music, and go ahead and do that for yourself.
So my Instagram is at Lloyd. It's just no space.
How do we spell Lloyd though? How you want to spell?
LLOYD.
Okay, all right. People spell it different.
My first name. Well, actually, those are two of my first name.
Okay.
It's IANNE
Oh, okay.
LLOYD
Okay.
on Instagram.
IANNELLOYD.
Yep.
Hey. Okay.
And that music is available everywhere. You can. I'm sure it's in Napster somewhere.
What?
you-
Apple Music?
You ever heard of Napster?
Yeah.
That's a.
But I ain't never
it's
used-
Apple Music, Spotify,
Okay.
YouTube.
Okay.
TikTok. Search up my name, it'll be there. One of you famous TikTokers make me famous from using my sound.
Hey.
So, it'll happen. I'll
Well,
make
good.
a banger soon.
Yeah, well, good. Like I said, I definitely thank you. I know it's been a minute, y'all, but I appreciate y'all for sticking with us. We got more coming. Look out. And that's it. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap, baby.
I remember seeing your smile, seeing you always make things worthwhile. I always thought you would be the one that I love. Instead I did things that I wasn't proud of. I always thought you were the one in the wrong. I was so foolish, then my pride was too strong.